I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to... There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go. Nope. Sorry. Nothing. No offense, but you're not looking so good.
Well met, friend. It was lost years ago in a Dwemer ruin. Without it, I feel almost as defenseless as a newborn. I couldn't ask you to undertake such, but I see that spark in your eye. Grimsever rests within the Dwemer ruin of Messincha left. Tread. I was adventuring in the depths of the ruin when the Colossus struck. It was only through blind luck that I was able to crawl away. I must have collapsed, because the next thing I remember is Erin standing over me, tending to my wounds.
I've never seen Mjolnir this upset
perform miracles with steel, eh?
The old told me that it isn't this bad everywhere. Maybe one day I'll venture out and see if she's right.
So, can I... what? Oh, it's one of... So Brynjolf doesn't even bother to show up himself anymore, eh? What's this man? Petty threats and fist-waving are not going to sway me. You demand payment for protection, and you can't even protect your... Don't fool yourself. It's only a matter of time before you people are run out of Riften. Likewise. Now I have a lot to do, so I'm afraid you'll just have to leave. I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave. Tell Brynjolf he'll just have to make do without my...
There's fine steel at the
I'm off work at the Blackfriar Meadery. I'll be back there in the morning.
Nord? What do you want? I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete. I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a favor of you. Every Argonian wedding proposal band is supposed... 2 of the gems, the ones on the outside. The amethyst in the center represents the Hist, the entity that all Argon... With the rumors going around about how poorly... I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people. Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Kirava has some family at a farm just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear... 3, in fact. They're my own recipe. Brought them over here from my days as a bartender. First is the Velvet Lechance, which is a mixture of blackberry. Second, we have the White Gold Tower. Last, and only for the bravest of souls, we have the Cliff Racer, which is firebrand wine. They're vermin. Garbage. How appropriate they should live in the Ratway with the rest of the trash. Disgusting. Ruined sewers filled with goodness. There's an entrance down by the canal, but I'd highly advise you to stay out of there. It's the Thieves Guild's territory.
Yeah, what do you want? If this is
Here for a room or something to drink? No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn. How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them. Very well. Here, take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me.
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now.
My skill in battle is unmatched. If you change your mind, seek me out here.
If you're looking for a what does he want now? I already explained to him that you can't get blood from a stone. Look, I can't make the coin appear out of thin air. Please, be reasonable. I'll pay next month. And so have I. What's the point of paying anyway? You can't scare me with your tough talk. I'm not paying you people a single coin.
Unwelcome. Because if it is...
If you're ever in the market,
Working at the Rift,
I'm big for
if Riften is the best Skyrim master.
Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean
Please
is quite a
help
chore.
me. I'm going to lose my job at the Riften Fishery. Bully is a good man. He pays us well and watches up. I used to work at the Blackbriar Meadery, but it's probably for the best anyway. I'm far better at fishing than my job at the Riften Fishery is in danger. I don't mean to do this to myself, but I can't help. If you could give me a healing potion, I could cleanse this poison from my body and get back. Your kindness will never be forgotten. Here, take this. It's all I can offer you for what you've given me.
See me in the
Lovely
market
young
if you're
thing.
looking
You
for
should
the
try it
finest
sometime.
custom jewelry in all of Skyrim.
I'm saving myself for someone special. Someone who loves me dearly.
You mean Sibby? You must be joking.
yes,
All he wants to do is bed you and be done with it.
anything you find would be of
Can't
great
you
help.
bother me at my armor stand in the market?
Wrong. Or
It
is
is
it that
almost
I are in
favorite.
love?
Draining.
And you're just jealous.
Come back when you're ready
I'd
to
appreciate
spend
it if you'd keep your hands to yourself.
Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf? A few months ago, it was Troll Fatsav. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves Guild.
See ya. What do you need? Meadery. Be back there in the morning.
Please, don't take the statue. It's not Lady Dibella. No, please, I can't lose her. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
Oh no! You're the one from Brynjolf's outfit, aren't you? What are you doing that for? Stop! That's priceless!
Oh my word.
No! You're going to break it!
Just pay them, Bercy.
I can't pay! I can't!
Just pay
Oh no!
them, Bercy.
You're the one from Brynjolf's outfit, aren't you? Oh, there's no need for that. Oh, look. I even have the payment I owed. Here, take it. I hope you're here for friendlier reasons now.
Maven Blackbriar wants me to keep the mead flowing, and that's what I aim to do despite... Ever since I took over as a foreman, the production of our mead has never been more profitable. And if the meadery is profitable, I'll get rich. Get the... Lady Maven could buy or sell anyone, and she's always welcome in Mistveil Keep. But I'd also warn you not to cross her. She employs quite a few troubleshooters to take care of messy problems.
stay out of trouble, or they're down in the Ratway Warrens. Nice place, if you don't mind the stench, rats, and assorted lowlifes as neighbors.
I'm busy.
So, job's done and you even brought the Well done. And it would seem I owe you something. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful. Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our... That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything. Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
I'm not here to hold your hand. Figure this one out for yourself.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the Guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. You do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear? I'll let that comment go because you're new here. Ask things out of turn again and we have a problem. Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work, so let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin. So don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor. Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did. That's not how things work around here. The guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly. Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble. Maven prefers that Arangoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, the guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up. Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arangoth stopped sending, so we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to... Aye. Arangoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire... In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge... I'll give you one good reason. Maven Blackbriar. Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for Blackbriar meadery. We had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arengoth and bring in a huge payout. Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from... Yeah, I bet I know your guy. He's hiding out in the Ratway Warrens, paying us good coin for nobody to know about it. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
talk to you. You're pretty tough. I joined up with them maybe 10 years ago. Small clan, maybe 20 men. We'd raid villages, rob caravans. But don't get me wrong, the first few years with that clan were some of the best years of my life. All the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink, and all the women I could bed. We raided a caravan one spring. I think it was a few wagons with some farmers. They didn't put up much of a fight. All that was left were the women and the children. Then the leader of our clan, Garthek. No, we usually let them go. Luckily, I had made some friends. We tore each other to pieces. I left his head on a pike and never knew what became of the rest of the clan that survived. I suppose they moved on, just like I did.
This better be important. I'd like to know why you're wasting time asking about it when you should already be on your way. I'm watching.
Come here a sec. I'll show you what I know. If talking your way out of trouble isn't enough. Also, I recommend hitting the training room if you need lockpick practice. The honey they collect on that hunk of rock goes into making Blackbriar. I used to live in Valenwood working at... We were doing well. Plenty of coin, a huge... Because it was dull. Every day was the same boring route. I just wanted a little excitement. Something... I hooked up with a guild in Valenwood. I think they called themselves the Silver... Made a lot of coin, but I didn't care. I didn't really need it. Well, after a while, my father caught on to what I was doing. Either leave Valenwood, or he'd have me thrown into jail. I ended up in Skyrim thanks to a contact. He introduced me to Gallus, and that was it. And you know what? Despite what I left behind, I don't regret it one bit. Oh, come find me if you need more marksman training.
Good to see you again, friend.
Got a minute? My father told me he found me as a young boy. All he found in my pocket was a tiny smooth stuff. No one does. I've even taken... I must have spent every last coin I've made with the guild trying to find... Perhaps. They could be nonsense. But if not, if they actually mean something, they might tell me... Actually, the fisherman who thought it was fitting, I suppose. I never changed. I appreciate that. Be seeing you.
Brynjolf, eh? Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things without telling you which way is up. Lying to my face isn't going to win you any fun. On the other hand, taking some of these extra jobs off my hands. See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who... So, if you've got the nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs to help get the guild. Look around you. The flagon, the guild. A few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial City. Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who or what it is. I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face. That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose. I handle the fishing. If breaking's more your thing, go talk to Vex. There are all sorts of people wandering around carrying their valuables on. So, you in for a little fishing? You're not winning points with me with that attitude.
All eyes are on you, lad.
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. Then we understand each other. Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. And I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here. Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck. You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. I handle the burglary, shell, sweep, and heist job. You think you're finished? I have work. Okay, what'll it be? Pretty simple. Break into a house, grab a specific item, and get out before... The catch is you can't kill anyone who lives there. Or you forfeit... You ready for some good old-fashioned burglary? Fine. Here's everything you need to know.
Looking for work. Still have quite a good bit of jobs of bloody good timing. Just got some more clients. Sometimes we just like to remind the city that we're simple, right? Almost. The catch is, steal from anywhere in the hold, and you even get to keep everything you stole. Keep this up, and you'll be rich enough to retire before you know it. Good luck.
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted. I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee. Sure, how about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all type. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make. Good, then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use. Well, you could always speak to Delvin or Vex if you're looking for extra work. Or if you're looking for training, we've got plenty of it down here. Delvin, Vex, Neroin, and Viper can give you a leg up on that. Until next time.
Back with good news, I trust? Been a while since I've seen one of those. What you've got there is a stone of Baron Zaya. Not like that, Eddie. The stone was pried off of Baron Zaya's ceremonial crown by a thief in order to cover his track. I think there were 24 in all. Some of the guild members have tried to locate them over the years, but they haven't been successful. Well, until now. Look, I only buy things I can turn around quickly for a profit. No one wants these stones. Tell you what, if you find the rest of them, talk to me again. Otherwise, keep... Yeah, I did. That wood elf's wit. He's a lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? It was like he was daring us to come and get him. Well, there's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into... That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded. Are you kidding me? Ever since the guild's luck turned sour, and when the coin dried up, that's when people started to leave. We had the best of everything down here. The only way this place will ever return to its glory days is if we can finish these extra jobs and start the gold flow. The Flagon was once a city beneath the city. We had our own If we can make a name for ourselves in Skyrim once again, best of all, we'd have enough gold to throw around so we could start living in the... If you're ever in need of some quick coin for items you find on the job... And besides myself, Delvin, Neruin, and Viper can help you with any sort of training you might need to sharpen your skills.
Even if all eyes are on you, you better not make trouble.
Is someone there? Dude, you can't hide there. Down. Time for you humans to learn. You wish to defeat me? Impossible. Do your worst. Lord Beast, both your life and lands are now forfeit. I'll see. Behold the future. Behold the Thor!
Yes. Book. Yes. Bucket? Yes. Ink pot? No. Go away, go away, go away!
There's someone there.
He'll tell you, just ask. You don't even need to ask. He'll tell you anyway. I had a medal. It had someone's face on it. I threw it away after.
I'm gonna eat well tonight, my darling.
Somebody help!
Enough! Ugh.
Go away! What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her. And she led you to me. And here I am, caught. So Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. You'd better come in and tell me how you found me. And what you want. This'll just take a moment. This one always sticks. There we go. Only a couple more.
Yes, it's all clear now.
There we are. Come in, come in. Make yourself at home. That's better. Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach. Yes, yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand. Oh yes, it's all been foretold. The end has begun. Alduin has returned. Only a Dragonborn can stop him. But no Dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Alduin the World Eater. What? You are? Can it really be true? Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. I'll need... No useless trash. Where'd I put my annotated annuad? one moment. I know time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secrets for the Thalmor. There's one more I must bring. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off.
Knife. Yes. Yes. Bucket. Yes. Inkpot. No.
What was that?
Someone do something!
Enough!
Back. Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Thank you so much for taking care of you and me.
It means so much to us to
May
have
the
a
gods
club
watch
as where
over
it
your back.
belongs.
Whatever you need. Buy Ismir if it's simple and strong. I can forge it.
What is it?
Delphine. Why, it's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way. Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh, yes. Dragonbow. Indeed, yes. Oh, this... which is everything, of course. There's no time... Loose, so we must locate. I know I had... here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Ah, here it is. Come. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Shh! This is where they built Aldrin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy, in the event. Despite the far-reaching fame of Aldrin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Aldrin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Aldrin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. Its location has been lost for centuries, but I've found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes. But there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River camp. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. From Riverwood? The road south through Falkreath is the most direct route. Or you could catch the carriage from Whiterun to Markarth, and... Either way, the Reach is wild country these days. The Forsworn are everywhere. Best be careful. Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck. Orgnar, this is it. The inn is yours. I'm probably never coming back here.
Well now, that's something to think about.
Take care of yourself, Orgnar. Goodbye.
Yeah, sure. You too, Delphine. You be safe.